Hey everybody, I'm Andrew Farquhar and this is the Snackable Marketing Podcast. For today's topic, I'll be discussing how small businesses can take advantage of email marketing. So in the last episode, I talked about the importance of video for small businesses and discussed 5 important strategies you should be using right now. So if you missed that episode, you should definitely go check it out. Email marketing has been around forever. Well, not quite forever, but a really long time. Its popularity waned there for a while, but made a huge comeback, and it's a dominant force now in digital marketing. Businesses of all sizes are taking advantage of its power, but there are some key strategies small businesses should use. First off, you need to have a strategy. Give your email marketing some boundaries. How many subscribers do you think you'll have? How many do you think you'll add each month? What will you be sending them? How personable will they be? Will you, the owner, be sending them, or will the sender be someone else, like your mascot, for instance? You also need to consider if any automation will be involved, as well as integration with any other systems that you have, your website or a CRM software. Lastly, how involved will you be? Much of email marketing can be done by the business owner, but it takes time. So decide who will be involved with your email marketing and who will be managing it. So once you've got everything defined out, you know who's going to be making the content, where images coming from, what specials are you going to be promoting, what exactly are you going to be saying, all of those things, who's going to be pushing the send button, so to speak, and everything else involved. Then it's time to move on to having the right service. There's lots of providers to choose from, but you want to make sure you're getting what you need and not overpaying. Generally, the more subscribers you have on your list and the more features the providers offer, that's going to increase the cost. When comparing plans, and providers know that good email marketing services allow you to create highly engaging emails, manage your contacts, segment them into groups, track performance, and ensure your emails aren't ending up in the spam folder. So when you're looking into different providers, check to see what they're offering for the different services. If you're just getting started or you don't have the budget available right now, you can usually get started with a free plan for most of the providers. That's limited usually to the number of subscribers on your list. So at this point, you've got a strategy and you've narrowed down your service providers to at least a couple that you're interested in. The next thing you want to do is plan ahead. So that's similar to the strategy. Planning ahead refers to planning and scheduling out your emails in advance or as far out as possible. Create at least one template email design or have one made for you that you can use over and over again with different copywriting and images. That right there will save you a bunch of time and money. Then look at your calendar of events and start to craft emails that would benefit those events. So first start with topics/headlines, and then you can fill in the body of the email. Planning and creating your emails out in advance and according to a schedule will definitely pay off big time later on. You'll be busy, and hitting the send button is a lot easier when you've already got your topic, your headline, your copywriting, and your images all prepared. So do at least some of that in advance, and you'll be much more consistent later on. Next is don't spam. Instead, offer real value. How many emails should you send? How do I know if they're being considered as spam? What if people don't like them? They're all legitimate questions that are asked frequently, especially in the beginning. It's not really so much about numbers as it is about providing value. Mike Killen from WP Elevation is fond of putting it this way. If every email you open earned you $1, how many would you open? Probably as many as possible, right? If you had 1 million emails and every one would get you $1, you'd probably open 1 million of them. So that's a great illustration of providing value in your emails. If people want to open your emails, then they consider them valuable, which is the complete opposite of spam. So if there's value to them, then it's not spam. That being said, most small businesses will send somewhere between 1 and 4 emails to their list per month. If you do more than 1 a week, make sure you're really confident that your audience wants those and that they're opening them. Make sure that your open rate and click-through rates aren't dropping or aren't crazy low. If they are, you want to reduce the number of emails you're sending. That kind of insight comes from analytics, and that's one of the things you'll want to be looking for when you're picking out a service. And lastly, make sure your emails are personable. Emails that come across as cold are boring and difficult to connect with. Even if there's real value offered, that's still less enjoyable as reading an email from my favorite small business that has personality. Try speaking colloquially, tell a joke, or write it as you're sending it to your best friend or best friends. The point here is to establish a deeper connection that will lead to your subscribers opening your emails over and over again and having a higher click-through rate and ultimately a higher purchasing rate. There's are 5 email marketing strategies small businesses can use to be more successful online. Email marketing is hugely popular right now, and it's very effective. It just works. We've probably all taken the action the sender wanted at one time or another, and that's probably not going to change anytime soon. All that adds up to why small businesses should definitely invest in email marketing. It doesn't necessarily take a lot to get started, and it doesn't have to be difficult to do, but it's definitely worth the investment. So thanks for listening, and I hope you found this episode helpful. If you did, please share it with your network and definitely connect with me on LinkedIn or Twitter. And in the next episode, I'll be discussing which social media channels are right for your business. So until next time, thanks again for listening. I'm Andrew Farquhar.